After we have identified the possible zeros for this polynomial, let's try to factor the polynomial. If we have no other information, then what we need to do is trial and error. Choose each one of those numbers, perform synthetic division, and find out if the result is 0. If the result is 0, then this would mean that the factor, the number that we started to do the synthetic division, is a 0 for the polynomial. So, let's try -1. Now, the polynomial that you have is x to the third, the first coefficient is 1, -3x squared, the second coefficient is -3, and -4. But we are missing a term here, and the term is the term 0x. So this means that you need to add the 0 in order to perform correctly the division, the synthetic division. So the first thing that you do is that you bring down the 1, you multiply -1 by 1, the result is -1. You add -3 and -1, the result is -4. You multiply -4 by -1 right here, the result will be 4. You bring down the 4, you multiply the 4 by the -1, the result is -4, and the answer is -8. So this means that -4 is not a 0 of this polynomial. Let's continue with the number 1. Again, you have 1, -3, 0, and -4. You bring down the 1, you multiply 1 by 1 and the result is 1. You add it to -3, the result is -2. You multiply 1 by -2 and the result is -2. You put it down. You multiply 1 by -2 and the result is -2. And the final result is -6. So this means again that 1 is not a solution of this polynomial. You should continue with -2 or with any other number that you decide. As you can see, if you use trial and error, you may take forever until you identify the solutions. That's why in the next time I will show you some extra theorems that they will help you to identify the full solutions faster. You bring down the 1, you multiply by -2, you add here, the result is -5. -5 times -2, the result is 10. You add it here, 10 times -2, the result is -20, and so on. The result is -24. So, although we have identified the possible zeros, finding which ones of those are the zeros can be really tricky. So, this time we are going to find out if there are any other methods that they will help us to eliminate some of the steps and find the solutions faster.